Hey, just back here again, trying to do this one more time, or till I don't feel like doing it anymore, I guess. Just want to give people some tips on, I don't know, I guess if you're depressed or you're, I don't know, feeling anxious about things, or you're just kind of struggling with thoughts, or you think obsessive thoughts, you know, I don't know, suicidal thoughts, uh, feelings of, I don't know, despair and hopelessness. A couple things that have helped me personally have been reading. I got this good book that my counselor suggested to me. It's called, I don't know if you can see that. It's called First We Make the Beast Beautiful. It's by Sarah Wilson. It's about anxiety, but she kind of dwells in like her neurotic behaviors and just suicidal attempts, depression, stuff that most people that probably are dealing with depression have been dealing with their whole life. It's been very helpful. It's been a really good read. I'm not much of a story reader, I guess, if you want to put it that way. I like information, so if you're into like informative books, it's a good place to start for you. It's really good. There was one of the biggest tips I saw in there that I've been trying to practice myself was like when you're feeling like really anxious, try to shift your perception of that and, try to realize that you're really just excited about something. And I think just reframing it in your mind puts it just kind of in a more positive light. Like, and when you really think about it, like I don't know, I guess the feelings that you get when you're anxious or when you're excited are very similar. It's kind of your perception on, what makes it a negative thing or a positive thing. Um, that's a really good thing, really good place to start, I've been, trying to, read it to somebody, read it out loud, read it to your dog, read it to your cat, I think that's helpful, puts you kind of in the moment. Another good book that, I got, from my friend when I was in the hospital was called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which was really powerful for me, kind of just, talks about, letting go of the past and not looking, for the next moment all the time. Just realizing that all you have is right now. You don't really have the past. You don't really have the future. You only have this moment, and you should try to make the best of it. And you should try to keep positive about it because there's nothing that you can do to change your past, and there's nothing that you can do to change your future. You can plan for it, but you really just gotta live like right now, and it's pretty relieving, like it's that was really powerful for me. I definitely recommend both those books. I haven't quite finished the First We Make the Beast Beautiful, but it's been like 2/3 the way through, and it's been a great book. I'm glad that my counselor recommended it to me. Some other tips that I kind of have for people is try being more mindful about yourself. Maybe like consider, maybe trying meditation is very helpful. I know it's difficult for people that are anxious and depressed, and it's really hard to motivate yourself to get to that point, but don't feel like you need to like sit down and cross your legs and close your eyes and just start meditating. You can just have purpose when you're doing something. Be in that moment. That's what I really liked about that book, is that it was really a book about meditating through life. And You know, it's just a more of like a concept rather than I need to sit down and close my eyes and just breathe, which is very helpful though. Like I definitely recommend that if you can do that for yourself once a day, you're gonna feel a lot better. It's been very helpful for me. I'm trying to be consistent on it. It's hard, but it's been very helpful. Anything else I can think of is like exercise is big. I'm a big runner. I know it's kind of hard for people to get into, and I quit doing it for like 2 or 3 months after I got really depressed. After kind of my suicide attempt. It was really difficult for me to feel the motivation to get out there. Plus the weather's, not so great right now here, and I won't say where I'm from, but it rains a lot here. I'll just say that much. Um, and just trying to push yourself a little bit. Try to dig inside yourself and think about something that's positive out of these thoughts, out of these seemingly negative, detrimental thoughts, this depressive state or this, you know, um, anxious state. Like, try to communicate with yourself, or try to understand what your feelings are trying to really communicate to you. Um, they're not good, they're not bad. It's kind of up to you to decide where they're going to bring you. That's what I've come to learn. So that's up to you to decide. And I don't know. I think that's a good thing. Question yourself. Question what's going on, and like why am I feeling this way? Why recognize that you're anxious, recognize that you're depressed, and try to figure out why. Try to figure out what's going on with me right now that's making me feel this way. Am I choosing it? Am I really just like excited right now and it's too much for me and I'm feeling anxious now? Um, a lot of it's going to be your perception and how you kind of choose to feel. Um, I come from a long family of a lot of mental illness, and it's been a very big struggle for me, and I've gone through a lot of terrible shit as a child, and um, I know it's not all just like in your head or whatever, but get the help you need. Go to counseling. Get antidepressants if you feel like you need it. Like, get anxiety medication if you feel like you need it. Like, be cautious. Do your research. Understand that like it might be 2 or 3 different medications before you find one that actually works for you. They all work kind of a little bit different. So just ask questions. Be be open. Be honest with yourself. Forgive yourself. I think that's one of the biggest things. I said that in the last video, but if you can learn to go through life, and anytime somebody gets mad at you, try your absolute hardest to just forgive them. You're gonna have a lot easier time forgiving yourself, and enjoying life, because you're not going to be upset about what other people are doing to you. And a lot of what happens to, I think, people in general is we internalize this, hatred we think that other people have for us, or, problems we think we have with ourselves that, um, you know, um, we just put into our heads, and, and there are people out there that are mean, but there are people out there that are, maybe not trying to hurt you, but they do anyway. Just forgive them. It's just not worth that your energy. It's not worth feeling upset about it all day. It's very difficult. This is something that's going to take practice and time and perseverance. It's a learning experience. I deal with a job where I deal with the public a lot, and I'm the person that everybody yells at, so that was really difficult for me to deal with for a long time, and I hated my job. I hated everything about it. But, since I've come to this like realization of my life, I've really started enjoying it. I really have taken every single time I get yelled at as an opportunity for me to grow, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for the practice, so it will help me in situations that are really going to matter to me, like my relationships, my mental health, just just enjoying life and getting through the difficult times, and looking at them with a better outlook. We're all, like I said in the last video, we're all trying our best. We're all, just floating on this ball in the middle of nowhere, flying through the universe in this little spaceship. None of this really matters, or all of that matters. It's up to you to choose that. Or find your balance. Find where it works for you. Um, the biggest thing I can say is that forgiveness thing. When you're getting in your head, and somebody does something rude to you, and you're like, oh fuck, they're just a fucking dick, and I hate them. Like, just forgive them, and then forgive yourself too for feeling that way about them. We're all just human, and we all have emotions, and we all can feel bad about things, but I'm finding that if you put that energy out there, that you're here to just be there and try to be compassionate to other people and be there for them, and you'll feel better about yourself. You'll feel better about anything that's going on in your life, because we're all struggling. We're all going through our times of despair and hate, and they're difficult times, like they always are. The human experience is rough. Being conscious is rough. But wake up every day. Tell yourself there's something. Find something you're grateful for. It could be your cat, your dog, your just waking up, breathing. God, it could just be the littlest thing. Try to find that, grasp it, and just hold on to it. Because again, don't do it. It's not worth it. And I hope everyone's having a good day. And I'm surprised I got 20 views in one day. It's kind of cool. So hopefully I'll keep doing this, and maybe I'll explain my username at some point. But I hope you guys are having a good one. I'll see you next time, I guess. See ya.